Obviously, a tremendous third quarter from us. Um, I won't say what I said in the locker room at halftime, but I don't know if that really motivated them. But I think the adjustments that we made, they really responded to. We did a much better job, obviously, defensively. Um, Changed a couple things defensively with our coverages, and then offensively, I thought we were much more aggressive. And so it was a great second half. Really proud of these two. Bianca works really hard every day in practice, and it's hard to do that consistently when you're not getting playing time. And she just does it, and that's a sign of her character. Her teammates love her, and you could tell by how excited the bench was when she was giving us the spark that we needed. And really proud of her giving us that effort and helping us kind of get things really going. And then can't say enough positive things about Jenna. Obviously, going over the 1,000-point barrier, that's hard to do, and she kind of did it in 2 years. Her freshman and sophomore year, she got some playing time here and there, but really the way that she has played last year and this year has been nothing short of phenomenal. So really proud of Jenna getting over the 1,000-point mark, and it's good for us to get back, back-to-back wins. Clinch going to Cleveland, which is a big thing for us. But we got to make sure we don't take our foot off the gas. We need to continue to get better so that we're showing up when we get there, winning games and playing good basketball.
All right. Questions for a few student athletes? Yes, so Jenna, obviously, getting to the 1,000-point mark, 1,000 is a lot. How do you feel about getting that accomplishment?
Yeah, I mean, I feel it's really cool, and especially because I didn't even score 1,000 points in high school. So being able to do that in college is really cool. I'm really proud of myself. I had no idea I was that close until after the Ball State game, and then I found out I was 1 point away. So then I kind of started thinking about it, but it feels good to kind of reach that mark and have it be past me now.
And then on Bianca, obviously coming off the bench and just like Coach said, provide a big spark. What went into that tonight?
I don't know what to say. I'm just glad I was ready. Here we needed a spark, and I practice with them, playing against them every day, so I know how hard it is. So I'm just proud that I contributed it.
And then Jenna, obviously you're scoring a lot of points. You didn't really have to tonight. The team had your back. What goes into a game like this when the whole team's contributing makes the burden easy on you?
Yeah, we actually talked about that a couple weeks ago or last week about how we're at our best when everybody is contributing more equally. We don't have, a Chella Watson or Allie Becky who's just going to take over every night. I mean, I can score a decent amount sometimes, but we're at our best when we're dishing the ball, getting assists, and everyone's playing together, which we did tonight, which is why I think it ended the way it did.
And then Bianca, they were kind of playing off some of you guys at the three-point line. How'd you make them pay tonight?
I was taught to shoot it if they give me space, and I practice with Coach Page every day. I'm lying now, never day, but I just felt confident about myself, and I felt like I had to shoot it. So.
Yeah, so story of the night, that big quarter. I know you didn't want to say what you said at halftime, but what kind of sparked them to just play the way they did?
Yeah, I mean, you can't just yell at a team and when they're not playing well every time, or they'll tune you out. I mean, this was the first time I really got into them, I think, in a while. I don't know if that. Once again, I don't know if that was maybe that gave them a little extra juice, but they did it. They're the ones that really came out defensively. We were much more connected. And the other person I want to mention in this too is Deanna Gray, and I think Deanna did a really good job of taking what they were giving her. They were sagging off her, but she still had 14 points. And 9 assists on only 2 turnovers in this game was huge. So I thought she did a great job with that. Janae Tyler, second in the third quarter, came out with a, completely different type of mindset and really made some big plays. Bridget Dunn with, a quiet double-double with 11 points and 15 rebounds. She just continues to do a phenomenal job on that. I keep going down, but if you look at it, We had 5 players in double figures, right? And then we had Maya that had 9, so almost had 6 players in double figures. And Jenna said it best: when we're playing balanced basketball like that, we're really difficult to defend.
Yeah, and then you mentioned the defensive adjustments you made. Early in the game, it seemed that Northern Illinois was getting whatever they wanted in the post, and then that third quarter, they were just shut out. Well, not shut out, but they were struggling to score. What can you say about the adjustment?
Yeah, I mean, it felt like they scored 100 points in the first half. We held them to 30, and they hit 2 free throws right there at the end. So it really wasn't as bad as it felt. But they did shoot 50% from the floor, and we needed to shore that up a little bit. And so third quarter, I mean, they still scored. I mean, they still shot 46% from the floor in the game. So but we held them to 58 points, and anytime you're holding a team under 60 points in conference play, you're probably doing a pretty good job. It really was the balance side of things with us really getting back to playing the way we're capable of on both sides of the basketball, and that's when our team is at its best.
Yeah, and then could you speak a little bit on the effort tonight? It seemed like you guys made a ton of high effort plays. Maya made a bunch of plays on the fast break. Bridget was huge on the rebounding end. Players were diving for basketballs. What can you just say about the physicality that was happening?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think we were making extra effort plays in the first half. I thought that we were kind of reacting to things and kind of chasing. And there were some 50-50 balls, some rebounds that we needed to come up with that we didn't. And we spoke very specifically about that extra effort at halftime, and that we needed to do something about it. And they did. They responded. I was really proud of the way they responded. And when this team is playing the type of basketball we played, especially defensively against Ball State, and then the way that we played on both sides of the ball against NIU in the second half, we feel like we're a team that really is going to be the type of team that nobody wants to show up in the bracket with in Cleveland. Now we got 3 games left that we need to continue to improve on, but on the way we're playing. But I like where we are, and like the injury thing has just been really difficult. We had more players that were sitting out with injuries today than we had available. So we got to continue to get healthy as we get closer, and hopefully be at our best.
Yeah, and then going into Akron next game, probably going to be a tough, hostile environment. How are you prepared to handle that?
Yeah, I mean, once again, it really is about us, right? Focusing on us. I mean, obviously we'll have a scout and a game plan ready for the school down the road. I keep getting coached to make sure I say it that way. So, but yeah, I mean, I think Akron. I just said it. I just said it. I just had a slip, right? That's $1, right, Jay? No. But yeah, I mean, that's a team that's really fighting hard. And we're going to have to be ready to go. If we take our foot off the gas against any team the rest of the way, we certainly can get clipped by somebody for sure.
Yeah, and then last question, just you clinched Cleveland, clinched spot in the tournament. Obviously you still have some basketball play, but what's it feeling like right now?
Yeah, obviously it's good to get that behind us so we can really just focus on playing now. Our mentality all year is that we're not defending anything from last year. We're pursuing a championship this year. So we're going to have to continue to be better in order to put ourselves in position for that. But we're just excited for the opportunity.